cool. I just started. There we go. That's the syncing we all wanted. Hello, everybody. Welcome to, what is this now? Our third episode of Tourist Trap?
Yeah, baby.
Heck yeah. Take it away, Chris. What the fuck happened?
Welcome to Tourist Trap, episode 3, Losing Will to Live edition.
I don't think we need a recap.
The recap is that y'all fucked up terribly.
Y'all, I know fucking one person who fucked up.
Hey,
you can. Who.
It was ride or die, Callum. Ride or die.
And I was with you on that.
Yeah.
So, in a nutshell, I don't even know.
Okay, well, to be fair, it was completely justifiable.
Gabriel Benford decided to interrogate the hoteler, but things seemed to progress a bit too far.
He got a lucky shot.
Personal. The hoteler, once Gabriel started to snoop a bit too into his business, decided to give him a whack in the face. That punch then knocked him out because Gabriel's an absolute fucking pussy.
It was a lucky shot.
Then what Johnny Utah did is drag him all the way to a doctor who was busy having sex with somebody and interrupting him like an ass.
Fuck you.
Like
then they woke up. Gabriel decided to go on a goddamn warpath and go all the way back to the hotel just to beat the shit out of the hoteler.
I just want to talk to him. If he broke a couple of bones in the process, that's not my fault.
Dave Shulmacki stopped them in their path to talk about the situation that happened. He let them go with one more chance, hoping that they might do the right thing. They arrived at the hotel, noticed that nobody was there, and decided to bash through the wall into the basement. Once in the basement, they discovered there was a whole bunch of cocaine and money. They then decided to pile it into one corner and set it on fire, thinking there would be no repercussions whatsoever. They went upstairs. They went outside. The building was on fire. So they started trying to warn people.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, he did. But to be
Johnny
fair,
Utah tried to warn one of the people, but that house was empty. The other one, he didn't even bother to warn the person in the first place.
He was a fish guy. Not too excited about how fucked up he was.
They went on the phone. Gabriel called Dave to tell him about the situation. That didn't work out, so Johnny hopped on the phone. That didn't really work either, but the fire brigade arrived. Hilton arrived at his hotel, drunk as a fucking mule, talked to both of them, and then was unloading to them about how shit his situation was. Then all of a sudden, he then finds out that his hotel is on fire. During this process, he begins to just give up on all hope and walk towards the ocean. One of the characters, not Gabriel, but Johnny.
What? I stopped him.
Gabriel, yeah, at first.
Gabriel went up to him, tried to prevent him from doing anything rash. Then Hilton started just repeating the same words over and over again, and then eventually slit his throat before anybody could do anything about it in public.
That was a dark
The
time.
two were then contacted by the firefighters to go and, which they did. Dave was not mad, just disappointed.
Yeah, really disappointed.
And went on a warpath on them instead and officially exiled them from the town. They are now currently residing in the town of Gull, which is considered to be one of the worst places to be, as well as a ghetto. On top of this, they were knocked out just by the two bodyguards of Dave Shulmacki just before they were able to do anything.
Could have just walked into town, but okay. could have walked, thanks gods.
No.
No.
Now, you two,
Tell us.
you both just wake up in the same place that you were.
Oh, do we now?
Yes. Except, you know, it's not the same time. It's It's stretched from originally when it was afternoon. It is now currently around nighttime. From what you can see, everything's very dark.
That's not good. That is
Some
not
of
good.
the street lights are on, some are not.
Man. Throw a letter for like a piece of paper land on us that they threw on us. Where's that? First. They threw a piece of paper at us from memory. I don't remember what was on it because we didn't check it because we got knocked out.
Yeah, you like notice that it's a bit like, you know, crumpled because it's obviously been like in the ground. But it's there if you want to pick it up.
Yeah, pick it up and open it and see what's on it.
It's a restraining order
Oh, for
from the
fuck's
town of Opportunia.
That's,
You know,
well,
I like Tony Gray was like, you know, they got that together really quick, and they don't
Yeah, I'm
have
just-
any enforcers of law to enforce that whatsoever. And just pass it to them.
I'm actually still lying on the ground, just looking up at the sky. So I just limply take it, and I glance at it, and then I crumple it up into a ball and put it in my jacket. Well, that could have gone better.
Really?
To put it lightly.
Which part? The part where you burnt down the hotel, or you watched as someone?
Anger
slit
makes a
their
man do
throat?
many things, Johnny. Anger makes a man do many things.
Yeah, it's especially whatever drives that anger. And I just get up. I just look around what's near us real quick. Like what's invisible? We know that the motel or hotel, whatever is nearby, wasn't it?
Yeah, you know about the motel that was there when you last were conscious, but you don't know too much about the surroundings. It's hard to tell because it is currently nighttime and some of the street lights on the buildings are not working. The only things that really stand out to you are what seems to be some sort of like really shoddy bar. Another seems to be some sort of like pawn shop of some kind. And then another one is Bell itself.
Alright, I'm going to the bar. Directly.
Yeah, I just give him a thumbs up as I'm setting up.
I ignore it. I just walk.
Alright.
You can follow him while I'm getting myself adjusted.
Alright.
I'll tell you when I come.
Alright. You head on in. There's not a lot of people there. Most of them, from what you can see, are similar to that one person that you were you knocked on that door when you were trying to evacuate people. Remember that one strange being that answered his door that looked very odd looking?
Dude, this fucking dude walked past us to get here. What a dick. Anyway, I'm gonna go.
It's not the same person, but there are people that seem to look similar to him.
Oh, okay, these are the fish people. Alright.
Yeah.
Bartender. Straight to him. Or her. I'm okay.
What'll it be?
Whiskey.
On the rocks.
No, neat.
Alright. He grabs what seems to be a whiskey bottle. You notice that there is a fish soaking in it, and he pours out a glass of it and gives it to you.
Yep. I just scull the first glass. And then I put the glass down. Of course, I pay him in between this.
Yeah.
And then I say,
seems to be a hint of you taste the harshness of the whiskey with a hint of fish.
another. That's what I say. Just another.
Rough night.
In a way, I guess so. Then again, I guess the night's just starting.
Sounds about right.
At this point, as Gabriel came into
Yeah, I was about to say when you order your second glass, that's when I come in.
and be like,
I,
here's the fun part of the night.
Yeah, I just kind of walk in and I glance around, and then I go straight up to the bar. I take a seat next to Johnny, and I go, one glass of what he's having.
Right, more fish whiskey on the rocks. Or not
Fish.
on the rocks, rather.
Well, could I have mine on the rocks if you wouldn't mind?
Well, sure. He grabs the glass that Johnny was drinking out of. He grabs another one. He puts the glass in the one that Johnny wasn't drinking out of, and pours some of that fish whiskey into both glasses and hands them to both of you.
Yeah, I take mine gratefully, and I take a tentative sip.
So
Right.
what brings you two here?
I'm clearing my throat because it doesn't taste very good.
Yeah, fish whiskey takes a bit of getting used to.
Yeah,
Not
take
gonna
your word
lie,
for it.
this is not the worst whiskey I've ever had.
Tasted trench water better than this. No offense, though. I just tell the barkeep.
None taken. Really, that's how it is around these parts.
Ugh, well, that's brilliant, isn't it? How much are these glasses, by the way?
These glasses ain't too much. Thankfully, this place, nothing to do, like, all the alcohol stuff hasn't really come into this place yet, so we're thankfully serving at a good old rate of around 80 cents per glass.
80 cents per glass. I pull out, let's see. Let me just check how much money I have. So I have $80 on me. Yeah, I just pull out all $80. No, I'm just kidding. I pull out.
Your spending limit will not take away from your total cash.
Now, is
Yeah,
that
no.
per purchase? Could we just, in theory, just drink the entire night and it's fine? Without spending anything?
If you're spending $10, sure.
Yeah, thought so.
Yeah, well, that's actually what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pull out $10 and I'm gonna say, keep glasses coming. Me and my friend.
At
Sure,
that
you're
point,
not trying to buy around for the bar.
at that point, I'm gonna pull out another 80 cents, finish my drink, and then say, just this one for me. And then I give him the 80 cents and take the new glass and walk away from the bar and go to a seat somewhere away from Gabriel.
Fuck me.
Seems like you all have your problems.
You ever been to the main city, my friend?
What, Opportunia or Old Gull?
Opportunity. I have no clue what Old Gull is.
God, Opportunia is, to me, to us, it's a shithole.
Well,
I don't even know why I spent even any of my time there.
Well, then I raised my glass. You might be glad to know I just burnt down the Hilton Hotel. and I sculled the rest of the drink.
Well, anybody who's willing to do anything to Opportunia is a friend of mine, that's for sure. Let's just say that glass is on the house for you.
Oh, well, you're real kind. You know what? Maybe I will buy a glass for not a glass of whiskey, but whatever everyone's having.
Righto then.
Glass of me, and I like push the $10 forward.
The bartender yells out about, right, round for everyone, and from the people that are there, you just hear, and then from some places.
I sit next to that guy. The guy that's snoring.
Sleeping guy.
I'm gonna sit next to him.
Once again, that sleeping guy is one of the fish people.
That's fine.
I forgot to say what the bartender. The bartender, oddly enough, he is not a fish person. He's like the only person probably in the bar who isn't a fish person besides you two.
Oh, interesting. All right, well, yeah. So is he pouring me another glass?
Yeah, he's pouring he's pouring yours first before pouring the rest of the.
Yeah,
the
when
patrons.
he's done with my glass. As he's pouring my glass, actually, I point to my friend and go, I wish some people felt the way you did, but I'll be honest, I may have gone a little overboard.
Hey, don't we all? It's how some of us ended up here.
Well, I guess we're all in the same boat then.
Now you're getting the lingo.
The lingo? Oh, is that to do with, like, I point to the whiskey bottle, the fish stuff?
Trust me. Like, talking about fish and fishing and shit like that, you're gonna... Gets you around here a bit more. People like it.
Interesting. I mean, I've never personally been fishing, but I'll have to take your word for it, barkeep. Which reminds me, actually, why don't you look like the rest of the folk here?
Well, I guess you could say I'm a bit like you. You know, I tried to set up my stuff in Opportunia. I tried to be an honest barman, try to make my coin, but some folk there, especially in Opportunia, don't seem to take a liking to the way I like to run my business. I wasn't exactly, judging from what you two seem to be like, I wasn't done in like you two, but I decided to have enough of it there because there wasn't anything for me there. Moved to Gull, noticed that's full of lowlives. Some of them go, when he says lowlives. You know, lowlives are coin. They're all for the alcohol. Doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, well, may surprise you, considering my previous actions, but I was actually supposed to work law down there, or up there.
Law. Imagine law in this kind of goddamn place.
Yeah, I just kind of chuckle as I reach out for the glass.
Haha, imagine.
Yeah, imagine.
Right, well, name's Daly. Jonathan Daly. If you ever need anything, I'm the voice around here, but you better be careful. Since this is your first time, there's some real dodgy characters around here.
Well, it's a
Especially at nighttime.
pleasure to meet you, Jonathan. I'm Gabriel Benford, former Lieutenant Bayford, and my friend over there is Johnny Utah, reporter.
Righto.
Or I hope current reporter. He seems to doesn't seem to be too into his job for the moment.
Well, you're welcome here whenever.
Actually,
See if I can do something about getting you guys better rooms at the motel, maybe.
oh, you think so?
I can't make any promises here. It's like I said, this town can be a bit of a shithole sometimes.
I appreciate the effort anyway, friend. It's always nice to meet a better face than the jackasses they had up top.
Huh. Here's to that. Even he grabs one of his glasses, pours himself a glass, and drinks.
Yeah, I sculled the drink with him.
Righto. Well, I think you better do something with your friend over there. He seems to be a bit spaced out. He's sitting next to the sleeping guy.
Yeah, but I'll be back to ask a couple questions after you've gotten those rounds out.
Right. He kind of mutters to himself, can't believe he's next to the sleeping guy. Don't even call him anything else. He's just the sleeping guy.
Yeah, I get up and I take some heavy steps over to him, and I how many chairs? Wait, where are all the chairs at this table? So there's a sleeping guy. He's sitting next to the sleeping guy. Are there any chairs opposite?
Not on that table, but there are on other tables.
Okay, so those were the only two chairs, you mean?
For that table specifically, if you want to, you'd have to drag a chair from like one table to another, pretty much.
Yeah, as I'm walking by or walking to it, I grab one of the free chairs from the table and I begin dragging it over to his, and I sit across from him.
All right.
And I just kind of.
How do you react to this, Mr. Utah?
I'm drinking.
All right. And then just a passed out dude on the table.
You keep pleasant company, Johnny.
Yeah, well, he hasn't burnt down a town yet, so...
Okay, well, to be fair, it was only a hotel.
As if that's any better.
Look, Johnny, what happened happened. There's nothing that can change that. And I admit I may have gone a little too far. That's just how it is. You gotta take the punches as they come to you.
A little too far. You set fire to a stash. Instead of seizing it, you decided to burn down the hotel. You're lucky we didn't have any occupants in there.
I just kind of pause for a second and I glance over the room. Look, Johnny, like it or not, we're in this together. We're in this damn town, and we've still got an investigation to follow. And whether we're in Opportunity or in Gull, I plan to follow through on this investigation. Now, you can either help me, or I can give you some money and you can be on your way. No hard feelings from me, at least.
Or, how about this? You actually include me into the investigation. Actively, not just... This is a police investigation, I won't do this. Or a law investigation, or whatever you're calling it. Because be aware, you're not lawman anymore here, nor can you even become one. Since this place won't have law. So the investigation is going to be completely of our own free will as freelancers for no money. So there's that. Oh, and also, yeah, what are we going to do about money?
I just kind of take out the roll of $70 I have in my jacket. That's all I have on me. What about you?
So I pull out my money and it's just like, well, less than that. Yeah, I pull out $60.
$60. I just kind of think to myself for a second. Look, so you want to be included in this investigation? Seeing as I'm no longer a police officer anymore, I figure we may as well. We're in the same boat right now. We may as well try and work together. You're much better at this investigation stuff than I am. I was never much good at more than brute force, at least. And look, I'll let you handle the investigation side, but I gotta let you know, I'm willing to use any force necessary, and I can't guarantee that the hotel will be the last incident of that. But I will promise you that nothing will be driven purely by revenge anymore. And I look him directly in the eyes and I kind of tap the table. I promise.
Look, if I'm going to be honest with you, I couldn't care less that it was the hotel burnt down. I mean, we knew that there was no one in there, and sure, whatever. But any sort of chance now of getting these photos, at this point I pull out the canister of my film, get any of these photos taken care of, and even close to a resembling point of being able to see what's going on through them, we lost, because I don't know about here, but I'm pretty sure there's no dark room in Gull. So those photos are now going to become useless. Any leads we have exist inside Opportunia, and all we have is some fish whiskey. So for the investigating part, I am shit out of luck.
Yeah, I place the money I had back in my jacket and I look over towards the bartender. Is he back at the bar?
Yep.
Oh, he's back at the bar. I'm like, maybe not. Oh, I'll need to dry it up. Give me a second. I get up and I walk back towards the bartender. Yeah, I knock on his counter.
Right. What do you need?
Well, seems like the duo may be back together. I thumb towards me and thumb towards him and thumb towards me again.
Well, great.
I appreciate all your help, and I regret to ask. Maybe I could get a little more. We might need a little bit of information regarding some disappearances that happened in Opportunia.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, nothing. We don't want people going missing around these parts.
Yeah, I'd hate for it to spread here. I just kind of gesture Johnny to come over.
I skull my drink and then walk over.
Yeah,
Right,
my friend Johnny has most of the information. I'll let him ask the questions.
Alright, well, first, I pass him 80 cents and tap my glass.
He refills it for you once again.
Okay, how much are you aware of the stuff that's happening there at the moment about disappearances?
Well, not overly too much. As you know, we're kind of disconnected from the main city around here.
Yeah.
We're very, I guess, reclusive in term. If I were to give a word for what we're like here, I mean, not that I personally like it when people go missing, but this kind of area is very seedy, and people go missing around here all the time. But if you're talking about somebody going missing in Opportunia, well, there's a different fucking story, in my opinion.
Yeah, what's that?
Well, I'm one of the people, as I said to your friend here, who came originally from Opportunia but decided to make a living here. It's better than being with those pricks who are up there trying to be all high and mighty with all their shit. But what I do is that sometimes I have friends who come down from outside of here trying to make a living. I know some of the folks who are still in Opportunia. So the problem there is that one of those people who went missing might actually be somebody I know.
real quick, wouldn't be by any chance a name. At this point, I'm just gonna pull out my journal and quickly go over it. Not me currently. Oh fuck! I don't actually have it in here. WJ. Wally Gironi. Wouldn't be him, would it?
Doesn't ring a bell, personally.
Okay.
But Wally Gironi, I think I know that name from somewhere. It's like on the tip of my tongue.
You ever enjoyed you enjoy cooking at all?
Oh, that's the guy who writes those like terrible fucking awful cookbooks, right?
Yeah, they're not the best. I'm not gonna lie. At that point, I'm gonna look at Gabriel and be like, huh? And then I'm gonna go back to Barton and be like, so what's the name of the missing person you know?
I don't like I think rather I missaid it. Like I said, people just go missing around here. It's not nice. I just happen to know people in Opportunia, or people who may be coming to Opportunia, but I don't think that name Wally Gironi really. I don't think I've talked to anyone recently like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So out of the people that you believe have gone missing, do you know how many that would be numbers wise?
In a place like this, I wouldn't know. It's hard to tell sometimes. Sometimes people are here, sometimes they're not. It's just hard. You know, I'm just a bartender. I only know my regulars. I think there was one guy who was coming in here for like a few days, but I haven't seen him for a while. Maybe that's the guy you're talking about.
Did he talk about anything in particular, or?
No, he just kind of sat in the corner over there, and he points to very in the back of the bar, isolated. He was sitting over there, and he would just drink with this 1,000-yard stare on his face. But other than that, I never talked to the dude, never bothered him.
He's never left anything here or ever talked to anyone around here?
No. Very odd fellow.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of raise my hand at this point. I go, and I reach into my jacket and I pull out the knife I got from his room, and I lay it on the counter. I'm like, does this knife seem familiar to you?
Is this a threat?
At this point, I'm pointing at the
No,
WJ initials.
Yes, we found it in the victim's room.
No. I don't know.
Alright, thank you anyway. Yeah, I placed the knife back in my jacket.
I'm gonna take my drink and go to where that guy he said was sitting before. I'm assuming since it's really far in the corner, is there anyone around? No?
No, there's nobody in that corner.
Alright, I'm gonna sit there.
Alright, yeah, what are you doing?
I'm going to use spot hidden in this case, and while I'm doing this, I'm sort of signaling to Gabriel to come here. I'm going to use spot hidden to see if I can see anything out of the odd. Maybe he's been staring at something this entire time, and he's doing that.
Yep, go right ahead.
Roll. Oh.
Nice.
Nice. You do notice that in the table itself, it seems as though somebody's been scratching something into the table. One of them seems to make out some sort of words and numbers that make out some sort of address of some kind. It seems like it says 30, 1 of 2, and the street starts with a W and ends with an M, but you don't know, you can't make out what the street name is.
Okay.
And you also notice pretty much the words they know just scratched over and over, just all over the table.
By the way, Chris, since my gun was jammed from from last session. Do I have to roll? Oh no. Yeah. Do I have to roll a mechanical repair to fix it?
Yeah.
Ah shit. All right. Well, while he's doing that, I kind
Well,
of.
no, I wouldn't say mechanical repair since it's just a jam. I'd say it'd be kind of simple to figure out.
It would just be
So-
time, I'd assume.
Yeah, it'd be time. I think I
Alright,
remember
cool.
saying that.
Alright, sweet. Alright, in that case, I do still have my gun. Like I pat where it's supposed to be. Is it there?
Yeah,
Okay,
it's still
cool.
there.
Alright, so
Cool.
it's only the W and M that I'm able to make out of the screw dress, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry, but if I remember correctly, it's gonna take you at least 1 hour to unjam your gun.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's 9 times, so
Yeah.
it's fine.
Um,
Yeah, I'm just kind of like examining him as he does this.
what I might do is, as I'm reading it, I'm going to, because we had written work that, that we picked up, didn't we, that had, like, scratchy text on it.
Like his
Can't remember
journal.
it was a
or-
journal, and I think like
Yeah,
305.
I think
It was
no.
the spooky room.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
that's
spooky
what I
room.
picked up.
There was
That's right.
there was a journal in there that had like really just weird writing that we just didn't really want to fuck with too much. I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
picked
yeah.
up.
Yeah. Are you trying to like compare it to see if like something matches up?
Yeah, I was wondering if I can analyze it with psychoanalysis and see if there's anything
Yeah,
sort of similar
go
like
ahead.
wording. Yeah.
You obviously noticed that like considering the scratch where they're writing, they were obviously in the main they were in the same like mindset while doing this. However, certain aspects of the handwriting just doesn't add up. You can say for sure that this is definitely not done by the same person.
Okay. At this point, Gabriel, you're just sitting there, taking care of your gun, right?
Oh no, I'm watching you.
Oh, okay. Are you
Yeah.
sitting down as well, or?
Yeah, I'm sitting down on the stool just watching you.
Alright.
How creepy.
No, it's not creepy way. Got a concerned glare, concerned stare on.
Do you want a drink?
Are you saying that to me?
Yeah.
Another drink? Sure.
Alright, I'll be right back. I'm just not even gonna let him say what he was about to say. I'm just going to cut him off and just walk to the bartender.
Yeah, I turn to the bartender. 2 more whiskeys, please.
Righto.
Hey, between you and me, real quick. I show him to the bartender. I show him the somewhat of an address I started making. I was like, you don't know any streets that look like this, start with a W, end with an M?
WM. I think they might be talking about Walmart if you're looking for an address. Walmart actually just happens to be like pretty much almost outskirts of the city, but not far enough.
What's the name again?
Walmart.
That doesn't end with an M,
Just,
does it?
I don't know. And does K end with an M?
KM? Is it end with KM?
Okay, smartass.
I'm just wondering. So does it end with the KM?
Well, like I said, you only made out a W and an M. So
Oh, okay. I thought you said it ended with an M. Alright.
yeah, well, it could have ended with an M. I'm just saying, like, I guess I missaid it. I should have said more like the last letter you could make out was an M.
Alright.
So Walmart could be the closest thing.
Yeah, okay. Is that just one building, or is that a handful of buildings?
Well, it's more of like an alcove, more like a cul-de-sac. Like it's just a series of buildings in like one kind of corner.
Okay. Yeah, you wouldn't know if is it like a I don't know, like a walled off area at all or anything like that?
Not walled off, I'd say.
Okay. Very well. Okay. Well, thank you very much for
I
this
don't.
help. And I take the drinks and I walk it back to the table and give Gabriel his.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, am I at the table? Wait, I'm confused. So I'm still at the. Did you take me to the table?
Yeah, like I like
Oh, you did,
brought you to the
okay.
table and I was like, you want a drink? So I went to the bartender,
Oh,
got the
okay.
drinks
Yeah.
and came
Okay.
back.
Yeah. Oh, good. I take the drink very gratefully, and I scull it again. Do we have to do anything since we're just drinking like 3 whiskeys?
I've been trying to get away with it, fuck you. Can we just like straight up be like, I don't know, like a constitution or something like that, I guess? I assume that's what would make it, right?
What are you trying to do?
Like at this point, do we need like roll a constitution with the amount of like a fucking fish whiskey we're drinking here?
Or are you gonna be nice and not make us roll anything?
Personally, no. I feel like that'd be a bit like immersion breaking.
Yeah, too gamey.
I'm okay with being a little drunk at this point. That's fair. So
You're allowed to. I'm saying you're
Yeah.
allowed to act as
Okay.
drunk
Yeah.
as you believe you are.
Perfect.
I'm just,
Perfect.
and you can also put like, but I will. There won't be any sort of constitution roll if you do
Right.
drink with like beyond a certain amount. I will make you pass out.
that's fine.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm not.
Well, Gabriel,
I just kind of like
We-
glance over. Yeah.
we left the town on, with buildings on fire. We got knocked out. We got almost no dead leads. I say we just spend the rest of the night getting drunk. And I raise my glass. Oh, yours is empty. And I skull mine, and I'll grab his, and I'll be like, I'll be right back. And I walk to the barkeep, and I get 2 more out.
Yeah.
Right.
So
I finally.
I
I also finally at this point pull out my gun, start to try and unjam it.
Well drunk. Okay.
Well, I'm not drunk. I'm not role playing being drunk. I can handle my whiskey, thank you very much.
Okay, buddy.
just he's absolutely okay, and then he just finishes one drink out, passes out.
So, how long are you doing this for?
I mean, I assume as long as it takes to unjam it.
So you're gonna be constantly drinking for an hour.
Well, I'm gonna be sipping the drink, sure. I don't have to
Alright.
sculpt each drink. You realize that, right?
Perhaps.
Do I have to? GM, do I have to? Are you railroading me into drinking, into
No.
spilling drinks?
Yep.
I'll
An hour
fucking
passes.
railroad you. into
You
it.
finally got that goddamn cannon, like that, like shell out of your gun. Jesus Christ, it was annoying.
Yeah, just kind of, I'm guessing I just kind of like bang it on the table and the shell comes out like,
Yeah,
oh,
like
finally.
you spend time like with a toolkit trying to work it out, but eventually you just get tired of it. The alcohol starting to cloud your mind a bit. You just bang it on the table and the shell falls out.
Can I just do something to see?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's say that doesn't. Bang!
Yeah. You
it
bang
comes
it on the
in.
table and you just see like an empty like bullet shell fall out.
What were
An
you
hour.
trying to
An
do?
hour. I look over to Johnny and are you drunk? Are you drunk at this point?
Dude, can you just like mellow out for a second? Alright? My buzz is going on here. I'm enjoying this.
Yeah, well, you enjoy your time.
It hasn't been like this since I left the ranch.
The ranch?
Yeah. You know,
The Ram
I
Ranch.
came from
The
Texas.
Cowboys.
You know? Right.
Oh yeah, what's it like back in Texas?
Fucking
I'm
hot.
like reloading my gun, by the way, putting 2 extra bullets in there.
You know, I spent most of my time drinking whiskey. It was like, sure, it was way better whiskey, but and then the rest of the time, I was just. Actually, I better not say that in front of a lawman. That's probably not a good idea. And I continue sipping.
I'm not a lawman anymore, my friend. And I place my gun on the table in front of me.
I just got high for the rest of it,
And I just kind of like lose my smile, and I'm like, oh, you're one of those people.
Look, before I,
You're a fish person.
before I found myself in the war, yes, I partaked once in a while. I was a kid.
You know, fair enough. We've all done stupid things as kids.
Right? So what about you? What stupid things have you done?
Well, I got married at 18. That was probably the stupidest thing I've ever done.
Yeah? What's her name?
Fuck, what is my wife's name?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
There we go.
Let's see, where is it?
Is it opportunity? Oh fuck! I gotta figure out the spelling for this now.
Opportunia.
I'm just-
I've got it written down if you want me to paste it.
Yeah, just do that if you can.
Fuck, did I not
It's
write
probably
down my wife's name? Fuck.
It's in the Call of Cthulhu Discord. It's spelled probably the way you think it would be.
Yeah, it was correct.
Junior.
I think.
Opportuna.
Yeah, I just didn't have the E. Yeah.
Anyway,
Bruh.
I'm just gonna I'm just gonna make up a name. Shit, it's harder to make up a name than I thought. You know what? Fuck it, I just made up a name.
Name of Macarena.
Yeah, Macaroni. Her name's Macaroni.
Macaroni Benford.
Yeah, I'm just kind of like idly touching my gun, I guess, and I kind of glance up to him and go, Christina.
Or
Christina. Man,
hey, wait a minute.
she's still up and kicking, or she
Yes,
gone?
very. I'd say she is at least. It's gotta give a chuckle. Wives, am I right? No, I don't actually say
Bruno.
that.
Yep. I'm back home. I was working on my second one. Well, trying to get my second one, I guess.
What do you mean trying?
There's a girl I met not too long ago, just before I came here.
Oh, she pretty?
Yeah, yeah, but guess it doesn't really matter too much anymore. We're either gonna be killed by different people, and I sort of like look around at all the fish people that are in the bar, or
Fish
I'll
people.
die in a hotel that's burning down. One of the two.
Yeah, it's kind of. I pick up my gun at this point. And I bang it once on the table lightly, and I go, "Hey, no arm around, buddy." And I spin the cylinder. Spin the cylinder, very cool, like.
Oh yeah, I
Cool.
should know that. Speaking of fish people, Gabriel, you've never seen these type of people before.
Yeah, I've also seen limbless people and blown out guts people. I literally do not care.
Or okay, fish.
Fish. Fish.
So you were spinning. You were doing a spin.
I do a cool spin.
Whoa,
Do a cool spin. And then I
very cool.
and I put it back in my jacket, and I kind of look around. Would you say 4 drinks is? I'd say 4 drinks is enough to at least get me tipsy. Good old Gabriel tipsy.
Yes,
And
you may act tipsy.
I may act tipsy. Congratulations, player. You may now act tipsy. And I just kind of groan, and I hop up a little. And I stretch out my arms, and I go over to I look over to Johnny, and I go, "Hey, do you see anything else interesting besides this bar?" I was too busy drowning in my own sorrow to notice anything.
Actually, you know what?
Yeah, I just kind of pat him on the shoulder. Yeah, okay, buddy, come on.
My bag. Where's my bag?
Your bag? Where is his bag? Is it still on him?
Yes.
Yeah, I just kind of like hold it up to him.
Ah, I was holding it. Thank you. And I grab my bag and I start walking toward the door.
I just kind of glance around. I go to the bartender and let's see. I pull out. Let's say, how many? So I had 1 drink. How many would you have had, Johnny?
Drink. What is 6 times 1?
6.
Yeah, I had that many.
6 times 1.
Yeah.
Come on, Cal. Okay, so you had 6 drinks. Is that in total or just since that hour?
Wait, let me. And then I extend my glass towards the bartender.
I just kind of like wave the bartender not to do that.
I have my RSA, sir. I think I know when to stop giving people drinks.
And I put it down, but yeah, just 6, not 7. And I walk towards the door, be like, oh, was it 8? Yeah. I slowly stumble towards the door.
Yeah. Anyway, I pull out $5 more and I put on the counter. I say, "Keep the change, friend.
Righto.
Expect us back here sometime soon."
Try to have a safe night.
Once I get to the door, I spin around and be like, and you, bartender, you are amazing. I don't know how you made this room spin for so long, but you've done well. And I spin back around, but whoa. Yes, and I go out the door.
Okay, yeah, I just kind of like follow him out the door. As I step outside, I grab one of the cigarettes from my pack. It's a bit crumpled by now, but I grab the cigarette from the pack, and I light it up and I watch as he's where he goes.
Righto.
What do I see here? Drunk Johnny. What do I see?
Bro.
Well, spot hidden.
Hell yeah.
Hell.
You're having like everything is very spinny. It's very nice.
Very fishy.
Yeah. Like fuck. You feel like shit, but at the same time you feel euphoric. You start seeing that person.
That person.
I walk over to that person.
You know.
Are you that guy I talked to?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
On the piss again, huh?
yeah. Hey, quick question. When did I talk to you?
Do you? I'm your friend. How do you not remember me? God, I can't believe I'd come back from the dead just to talk to you.
Mark, I don't have time for your shit. Alright? I am just passing every day by. I get it. But you don't have to be here every time something goes wrong.
Well, obviously something's gone wrong. I don't even know where the hell you are.
Can't you see? I'm in a new opportunity. Technically, I'm not inside opportunity, but you know, the joke still stands. Look, fuck you, alright? And I pull out my pill bottle and be like, these obviously just don't work with you. And I like shake him in front of his face. And be like, and I put them back in my pockets, you know. It's like, you don't have to be here, alright? I'm fine on my own.
Obviously not. You're currently drinking yourself to near death.
It worked last time, didn't it?
Only that last time. Every other time I found you almost dead in a gutter.
Yeah. Then they can bury me like they did you. And I just walk past him.
Oh my god, Johnny. Come on.
So I'm guessing I can't see who he's talking to.
No, not at all.
Alright, so yeah, I'm just kind of like looking at him very strangely, like he's fucking insane.
You know what, Mark? I don't need any of this, alright? I found a new partner. And I point at Gabriel and be like, you know, he may have burnt down our building, and, you know, but at least he didn't leave me.
Just kind of like look around.
The difference there is that I didn't burn down a building.
You still left me.
Because that's in my control to leave you? You think it's my fault?
Look, you had a choice and so did I. And you made the wrong one. We could have been out there together. Instead, you stayed back. I got away. It's not on me. It's on you.
It's
Okay.
on fate, my friend. It's on fate.
Why do you keep bringing it back to fate? You know what fate is? Fate is getting drunk, drinking fish whiskey after I spent time in war being tortured with my best friend. Then, after all of that, my wife leaves me, doesn't tell me about the kid until I'm long gone, and now look what's happened. I'm here, having pills to get you away, and drinking every couple of nights.
You just don't understand what fate has in store for you, man.
Whatever, I don't want to do that, I keep walking.
Look, forget all this shit that's going on. If you're gonna listen to one goddamn thing I say, don't read that fucking book that you've got.
What, this book? And I pull out the book, what, this one? This book?
Which book do you pull out?
I pull out the empty journal book. This one?
What, the one that has no covers on it?
The one that's got a bunch of ripped pages in it.
Yeah. Yeah, specifically that one.
I open up the cover. What? Look, what are you gonna do, huh? What are you gonna do?
Are you looking in the book?
Yeah, I'm just flipping. I'm looking at him while I'm flipping the pages.
Well, you gotta remember that there was no pages in it originally.
I'm just, yeah. So is there pages now?
There is a page, and in fact, the page that's in there is the one that was originally in your journal.
I look down at it. What the fuck?
No. I'm out of here. Clearly, you don't listen to reason, and he just disappears.
And I just like throw the book and I throw up on the ground.
You don't collapse or anything, do you?
No, I'm just like back aching, just.
And I just kind of mutter to myself, oh, there he goes, and I begin to walk over. And I actually pick up the book on my way to him. And I take a glance inside. Do I see the page?
You notice the page, but it's still blank for you.
Yeah, just as I walk up to him, like, give him another tap on the back with the book, and I go, "You feeling better after letting that out?"
A little bit.
No. Well, I'm glad, because I'd rather not be on a dark, very, very scary alley, a very scary street corner while in the dead of night.
Yeah, was there a hotel or something nearby, or like a motel?
Yeah, I just kind of like turn around to the motel and I point to it.
Ah, there it is, and I start walking towards it.
Are you like stumbling towards it?
Yeah, I'm stumbling.
Okay. Okay. Well, in that case, I just kind of like I attempt to pick him up. Do I roll a?
Are you resisting, Callum?
No, are you kidding me? I don't have the will to resist right now.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna say that
power or strength.
I'd say that would be strength.
Yeah, I'd say
specifically because like he's obviously like considering the state he's in, he's a bit of like dead weight. So it's gonna be like he's not trying his hardest to stand up. Instead, he's just letting all his weight kind of drop. So you'd have to do like a strength.
Yeah, on regular or hard?
Regular.
Yeah, and I like attempt to like throw him over my shoulder.
Yeah, I'd say you'd be used to carrying allies from the war.
All right, cool. There we go.
Cool and good. You are able to carry him over your shoulder.
You know, Gabriel, I've never been on this side of the arm throw.
Well, congratulations. It's an experience, ain't it? And I begin walking towards the motel.
Yep, sure is.
Do you enter it?
Well, how far away is the motel?
It's pretty much like across the street.
Oh shit! Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I enter the. I'm guessing front. Is that like a lobby or something?
Somewhat. It's very, very small.
Yeah, I enter there and I check around for chairs.
I'd say it's like a quarter of the size the other hotel lobby was.
Oh god. All right. So yeah, I check around for chairs. Any?
There is one. One whole chair.
Like just in the corner or something.
Yeah, next to like a table, pretty much.
Yeah. Anyway, as I enter the building, do I see anyone?
You just see like a sleepy fish man wearing sunglasses.
So
He
he's
seems to
sleeping.
be. He's literally on the desk with his arm on his head, just kind of sleeping.
At this point, I've passed out.
All right.
God. All right. I
I'll
sigh
be
to
right back.
myself and I go, another goddamn sleepy hotel owner. And I go over to the chair and I place Johnny down on it and I like pat him on the back. Does he like try and nearly fall off or something since he's passed out?
He's slowly sagging down the chair.
Alright, yeah, I think to myself for a moment and then I just kinda like wave it off and walk over to the counter. What do I see on it? Around him? Like what's in it?
Your like coins, some scratches in the table, nothing really major there. There's a ledger as well, but it's closed.
Is the ledger in front of me or in front of him?
In front of him.
Alright, well, I'm gonna attempt to. Actually, let me see. Let me see for a sec. Would that be sleight of hand or stealth or something?
Sleight of hand.
Or would be sleight? Yeah, never mind. Alright. Yeah, I just kind of glance at the ledger, and then I glance at him, and I pound the desk once.
Huh.
Hey, buddy, how you doing?
Righto, I know exactly what's going on here. Look, it's like, let me just get my goddamn price codes out here.
Is what?
He's getting up like this, kind of like it's like a sheet, and it seems to like list the prices,
Yeah.
for like staying in a motel.
Alright, I'll wait for
And
that.
he's like, right, for the, as usual, the prices are around $10 for a night. It's a motel, so that's just gonna have to be how it works. If you want a week though, or more, price is negotiable.
Yeah, I click my tongue and I go, we'll just take the night, one room.
Righto, $10 flat.
Are the beds big enough for two, or?
Sure, if you want them to be.
I just kind of like look at him for a second, like I give him a very stern glance. I'm like, what do you mean by that?
I'm sure if you just believe hard enough, they'll be wide enough.
Yeah, I just kind of put my money back in my coat. Are they big enough for two or not?
Yes.
Yeah, I take out my money roll and I take out $10 and place it on the table. One room for
His hand
the book.
smacks down on the money basically as soon as you let go of it.
Yeah,
And he slides it towards himself.
Put the
Right. Upstairs, first room.
upstairs, first room. Is it unlocked or do we need a key?
Like while he's sliding the money back, he slides the key onto the table.
Ah, cool. Yeah, I grab the key. I look. I actually, yeah. As I grab the key, I look at him and I go, "What amenities does your motel have?"
Usual bathroom, bedroom, kitchen. Very simple amenities.
Alright, great. And I give him a polite nod and I head back over to Johnny. Is he like on the floor yet? Or is he just slouching?
His upper torso is on the flat part of the chair.
I get what you mean. Yeah, I kind of like I go, okay, buddy, come on. And I lift him back up. Do I have to make another strength or was that
No, you already made the strength before.
cool? Yeah, I pick him up and I exit and I go up to the room.
Right.
What do I see as I enter?
There is basically a bed with a slightly dirty mattress. There's like a simple blanket over the top of it. The kitchen that he was talking about really is just like 2 whole countertops. And like, that's about it. Sink in one of them. There is a door leading outwards, which you could assume to be the bathroom. And that's about it. Besides, like typical stuff like like drawers, closet. You know.
I'm gonna assume that's the bathroom. We're gonna head through that door.
Mm-hmm. It is indeed a bathroom. It's very not exactly great bathroom, but you know, it's a bathroom.
Alright. Anyway, I nod to myself, and then I head back over to the bed, and I slump Johnny on the bed.
Alright.
Are we peed yet?
No, just sleep it off, buddy. And I give him a tap on the head, and I head towards the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
And then I sit down in the bathtub, and now I attempt to get some sleep as well.
So, like, how
Alright.
like, the distance between here and the bathtub, it's within audible, like, voice, right?
Yeah, he could hear you from inside the bathroom, like,
Yeah.
very, like, not too loud, but he could.
I'm gonna punch you if you're a snorer.
Hey, Gabriel,
Yeah. Hmm.
I think I have a theory about what's happened.
Well, a game theory.
No, it's a film theory.
Oh.
And I just kind of sigh and I go, yeah, and what'd that theory be, buddy? You know what?
Damn.
Fair point. You know what? Fair point. And I just kind of like lay my head back and try and get some sleep.
Right. Oh, my friend. While you are sleeping, Mr. Gabriel,
Sleeping.
nothing happens to you.
Ooh, that's
You have
cool.
epic dream.
I have epic dream about me being epic John Wick.
Yeah, or something along those lines. John Wick of the 1920s or something.
Dude, hell yeah.
Hey.
You, on the other hand, Mr.
Whoa.
Whoa! I had a
Utah.
dream.
You hear a voice again, it's just like, the world you have opened to yourself is now to the maximum.
What?
I hope your journey will be successful, but if not, then perhaps you may falter. And then, you just, once again, it's like that inky blackness for the rest of it. You don't even see anything, it's just the voice this time, just total inky blackness.
Oh.
And as soon as the voice stops talking, it just returns to inky blackness. Yeah, the normal inky blackness that's better than the other inky blackness you were just in. After what seems to be an like unintelligible amount of time, you just like wake up once again. Eyes snap open. But not Utah. It's Gabriel who wakes up.
Oh god, it's me that wakes up?
Well, yeah, you're not the drunk one.
Yeah, I just kind of snap my eyes open and I...
You feel like shit. Just saying. You are very...
Yeah, I know, but also, I'm also very used to it, because...
Yeah, you do have the usual headache that comes with sleeping in these type of conditions.
Yeah, I just kind of like rub my head a bit and I stand up very, very groggily.
Mm-hmm.
Stand up very groggily and I head out of the bathtub. I actually had... Is there like a medicine cabinet or anything?
Yeah, like a mirror that opens up to a medicine cabinet.
Yeah, alright, I open that first up and I look inside. What do I see?
Nothing.
Oh, joy. I just kind of sigh and I like angrily slam it closed. And I take a step out into the hallway and I look down at Johnny still sleeping.
Yep.
And I sigh to myself. I'm going to go near his ears and I'm gonna clap. I'm gonna go.
Oh.
You good? You awake?
Oh, what time
Morning,
is
sunshine.
it? What time is it?
Let me just grab a check and I take open the
You
door.
open up your checkbook.
Yeah, I open my checkbook. I take my Visa card.
Do you
open
have
the
like
front
some
door.
sort of watch or some kind? Or...
No, I don't.
So what are you checking with?
I open the door.
Okay. It
Is it
is indeed daytime of some kind. It's hard to tell whether it's morning or afternoon.
Well, where's the sun?
Well, you open up a door into a hallway. You can't exactly see the sun.
Hallway? I thought it was a... Oh, so this is like one of those motels, not a... Okay.
Yeah, no, you headed up the stairs and there's just like a hallway of like doors, pretty much.
This wasn't a good description of the hotel.
Sorry.
You were drunk
Yeah,
last
I just
night. You don't remember.
Well, in
Yeah.
that case, I head out into the balcony instead.
Yep. You do notice that where the sun is, you could easily assume that it's more morning-ish.
Is it like closer to the middle or the end of the sky?
Closer to the end.
Closer to the end? Alright.
Yeah.
I just turn back and I say early morning, 6 or 7 maybe.
Not gonna lie, I normally wake up around 6, so it's not bad. Alright. I like get up and I'm like desperately looking for any way of making coffee in here.
No, there is none.
Fuck.
Yeah, well, I'm out on the balcony also grab another smoke. Light it up.
I like the sound of that, and I walk out to the balcony after smelling the smoke. I pull out mine and I light it up as well.
Alright.
What do we see out on the balcony, by the way?
Ow, your out of game monologue doesn't have to be that loud. Fuck.
Damn. The streets are paved with a dark ass. No. It seems as though originally, like, the road, like, there is a road there and it is asphalt, but like, it's not. It seems as though it was like rushed or something like that. It seems as though like somebody was trying to work on the city beforehand, but just eventually gave up with like the way the road is done. The buildings are not as rundown as you think, but they are pretty like cheap looking in terms of things. There just seems to be this whole entire town just seems to be like one endless street from what you can tell. Like there's no like turnoffs or anything. It's just one street.
Is there any? Can I use like spot hidden to see any like any buildings standing out or something?
Sure, go ahead.
Spot hidden time. Come on. Oh, Can I push the roll?
The sun is it. Yeah, you can push the roll.
Thank you.
There
you go.
Okay. I have to tell you the consequences before you push the roll.
No.
No, I don't actually. Yeah, you. Originally, the sun was in your eyes, but you put your hand on your forehead and you can see a lot better now. You notice that there seems to be a pawn shop of some sort. Down all the way, some of them are obviously residential. A few of them seem to be some kind of like food places, cuisine, etc. You can't see all the way at the end. It's hard to see from here, but you could easily assume that it just ends at some point if you go all the way down there.
How far is the pawn shop, sorry?
The pawn shop is very close to the bar. It's one of the closer buildings, but
cool.
the cuisine places are definitely more further down the street. It seems as though that general part of it is like dedicated to cuisine. It seems as though each part of like the street is dedicated to it, like a different amenity or of some kind.
Alright, cool.
Like this part seems to be based around like general relaxation.
Alright, cool. I glance down the street and I see the pawn shop and I just kind of like nod silently to myself, patting Johnny on. Alright, first order of business today, since we are in a new, very dangerous land, we're getting yourself some self-defense.
Some what?
Self-defense. You know, a weapon.
A stick.
I don't think it's going to be necessary. I'm pretty sure I'll be fine.
No, it will be. I like nod to affirm my point. Trust me, we're in a new land. I've seen places like this before back in New York. You got all sorts of people running through here. All sorts of people that are willing to take your money over the slightest opportunity. You don't want to be caught, and if you're without me, well, it's gonna spell trouble for you, buddy. And I'm not having that. So we're gonna head to that pawn shop, and we're gonna see if they have anything to sell.
Fine, but as long as after that we try to find a library or something.
Trying to like cut out.
Oh, did it? Sorry.
Yeah.
As long as after that, we find a library or something.
I'd be much glad to do that. And I pat him on the back again. And I head back inside, still smoking inside.
Heck yeah.
Hell yeah.
No fucking legal problems yet.
Alright, yeah, and I head to the door and I go, "You got all your stuff?"
Yep. I grab like all my kits and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I know, and I open the door and I assume we exit the building.
Yes,
Do we see that guy at the lobby as we exit?
Yep, he instead of sleeping, he's just standing there menacingly.
Oh!
He's still got his sunglasses on, by the way.
This
Okay,
guy,
well,
you know, back home we had guys like this too. They played music. I can't remember what they called it.
played music. Was it
Yeah.
good music?
It wasn't too bad. There was trumpets and drums and some cool vocals. That's for sure.
Uh,
Yeah.